special. It's DDE, baby, every day is super crazy.
Digital media consumption in Africa is growing at an unprecedented speed. And tapping into this, video game developers have now become a major competition for television and movies on the continent. And the increasing penetration of mobile applications have opened up the gaming market even further to a whole new range of new players that are providing local platforms for internationally produced games and creating games that resonate with the local fans.
Michael on a combo of 19. Michael on a combo of 19. Are you kidding me? Michael had a combo still. He's looking to get one. He's looking to get one. He's out of ammo. Oh my god, he's out of ammo. He just needs one. He just needs to steal off one kill and he gets the nuke. He gets the nuke. We're now in nuke territory, people. Oh my goodness, Michael gets the nuke on the last game of the last qualifier. We are on a nuke from Michael as expected. It is game, set, and match. Complete kick in the nuts from K9 delivered to Dax via Michael in the form of a nuke. Well. What do we have here? Tonight I am your minister of violence, your maestro of mayhem, Eugene Abu Dhabi, live on the 1080 Play Gaming channel. Let's do this right. Let's set the mood. Alright, let's take that one from the top. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another night of premium midweek violence.
Exit made this.
I am your host, your maestro of mayhem, your minister of violence, your guide across this lake of mayhem we call Call of Duty Mobile. Tonight's tournament brought to you by 1080 ePlay Gaming. We'll have $30 on the line. It's multiplayer. Good people, multiplayer. Virtual games, I see you in chat. Flatbush, Sema. How are you? Let me just show you the teams for a second. We have Outlaws versus Monarchs to start us off. Outlaws versus Monarchs to start us off. The Unsullied Army will come in second. As you can see, the teams are a bit uneven tonight. So what we have done to even out those odds. Is one team might end up playing twice. So Outlaws versus Monarchs will be the game to start us off. Then the winner of that round will face the Unsullied Army in round 2. Then Cyclone Gaming versus the Apocalypse. Elite Gamers versus Rage Esports. And to cap off round 2, we'll have Nameless Esports facing off against Kenyan Empire. The only mode of choice for this tournament is domination. This is a domination only tournament. Peculiar choice, I know, but it is domination only. For the first few rounds, these playoff rounds will have a one and done, not best of threes, one and done. Basically, you screw up your only round and you are out. Sent home, return to sender, out of the DMs. Outlaws versus Monarchs. Basically, for example, the winner of that round, gone home, no other chance. And the winner the winner of that round faces off against Unsullied. The loser, gone home, no second chances. You're out of here. You're out, right? Right now, I'm waiting to receive the lobby links. The lobby code so I can get myself in there. Give me a shout out in the chat. Say something, make some noise as we get this show on the road. Make some noise in the chat as we get this show on the road. Make some noise in the chat. This is brought to you by 1080 Esports. Outlaws versus Monarchs. Some of these teams I've had the pleasure of meeting in different leagues. We have South Africans, we have Nigerians here, and we have Kenyans. We have Ugandans as well. This is all African.
African esports at its best. Beginning any moment now, we begin with Outlaws versus Monarchs. Outlaws versus Monarchs to kick us off as the first game. Remember, like I said before, domination is the game of choice. We have a couple of banned weapons for this one. A couple of banned weapons. The rules. Let me try and see if I can go over those rules. Where's that Discord? Let me pull up the Discord for a second. Outlaws versus Monarchs. Rules first. Oh, I see the room code has been sent. Chat is so quiet, man. I see you guys watching, but you're quiet. Let me get myself in that room. Outlaws versus Monarchs goes first. Monarchs team has a lot of Nigerians, one Congolese. Nice. Somali. Pretty mixture there. South African. It's a nice mix there. The Monarchs team is pretty well mixed up. For those watching, please confirm that you can hear me properly, that the music doesn't overshadow the sound. Let me show you the lobby for a second. The lobby for a second here. There's your lobby. There's your lobby. Up there should be the Outlaws. The team to join at the bottom will be the Monarchs. Let me show you for one more time the complete list of teams to face off. Outlaws versus Monarchs will be the game to kick us off. The winner of that round will face off against the Unsullied Army. The next matchup after that will be the Cyclone Gaming versus the Apocalypse. Elite Gamers versus Rage Esports follows up. And finally, to cap off round 2, Nameless Esports versus Kenyan Empire. All this brought to you by 1080 Esports. This is the 1080 Multiplayer Showdown. Week 11. $30 on the line every Wednesday. What I'll do in the meantime is play off one ad. I'll go back to tonight's scheduled violence. Tonight's scheduled violence. Alright, and just like that, we're back. Like I said, game 1 is Outlaws versus the Monarchs. To kick that off, I'll take you to the lobby really shortly. And we can get this show on the road. This mode, again, the mode of choice is domination. Outlaws versus the Monarchs. The map will be standoff. The music is louder than my voice. There we go. That should sort that. Is the music louder than my voice still? Switching up to the map. Outlaws versus Monarchs will go first. The mode of choice is domination. The map for this round 1 is standoff. The winner of that round faces off against the Unsullied Army. Will we see nukes? I hope so. Who doesn't love a good nuke, man? Who does not like to see a good nuke? On the East African side, we have a tradition though. A tradition that holds as strong as time itself. And that tradition is we have a verse. We have a verse of our own. It's the verse according to the Gospel of Call of Duty. The book of Chaos chapter 3 verse 1 and 2. And it says, the book of Chaos 3, 1 and 2 says, I come in peace to witness violence, not to partake in it in any form, nay, but to feed off it. I will not support the oppressor, neither will I feel for the oppressed, and neither will I tolerate them who seek peace on these grounds. We shall sit and witness unrest. The Call of Duty community says, amen as usual. The Monarchs versus the Outlaws goes up first. I'm waiting for the Monarchs to show up to the lobby. That's the team being waited for, from what I'm seeing. From what I can see on my end. From what I can see on my end, the Monarchs are the team that I'm waiting to show up in the lobby right now. Taking a bit long now. Let me just take you to the lobby really quickly so you can see what's going on down there. Among the gladiators, for the Outlaws, Nasty Snipes. We hope to see some from him. Enzi, Tosin, and Da Vinci. I think they're waiting for one more person on that side. The Monarchs yet to show up for their matchup. Once again, the mode is domination. the map Standoff, a basic bread and butter map for Call of Duty. COD CC, welcome to the stream, fam. Getting bored, when is the violence coming down? As soon as the teams show up. One team hasn't shown up completely. That's the Monarchs. The Monarchs have not shown up at all. Waiting for them to show up. Oh, the Monarchs have been disqualified. The Monarchs have been disqualified for not showing up. Let me take you back to the what do we call it? The matchups, the fixtures. The fixtures had Outlaws facing against the Monarchs. The Monarchs have been disqualified automatically for not showing up. Wasted all our time. That means the Outlaws will face off against the Unsullied Army automatically. The Outlaws face up against the Unsullied Army. Yeah, the Outlaws face up against the Unsullied Army. Let me join that new link. A new room. The room has been changed. Oh, I stand corrected. For some reason, we're going to Cyclone Gaming versus the Apocalypse. Cyclone. Okay, I guess that's because the Outlaws were going to play 2 matches anyway. We have to give them a break. Goodness. I mean, the first matchup of the day has choked. First matchup of the day has choked. Come on, some violence. 3-8. 1 second, guys. Violence will begin shortly. And if the team I suspect is coming next, oh my goodness, this is going to be bad. Because I know the scourge of East Africa is on one of these teams. Michael, hailing all the way from Kenya. Mr. Nukes himself is on Cyclone Gaming. If I'm not wrong, Michael is on Cyclone Gaming. Hold on, let me just check the lineup to be sure. Michael himself should be on Cyclone Gaming's team. Hold on. Cyclone, where is that list? Rage Esports, Kenyan Empire, the Apocalypse. Because we're having Cyclone Gaming versus the Apocalypse. The Apocalypse has one Nigerian by the name of Uzum, another Nigerian Willie Sua, or rather Lazy. IGN is Lazy. Poseidon. Hold on. As we wait for them to join the lobby, they're coming in slowly. Poseidon, Sensitive, Leakar, 5, Heki, I Choke. I know I Choke. From a different league. Cyclone Gaming has Michael Cod MYT, V-Dump, Tony, Bailey's, Life, and Calamity. Oh my goodness. Cyclone Gaming has a stacked roster, man. Deadly West African and Kenyan and South African and Kenyan players. Michael, V-Dump, and Life. 3 prolific snipers on the African scene. Let me take you to the lobby really quickly. Hold on, no need to go to the lobby. The teams have yet to show up. Oh, come on. We're 30 minutes in and the teams haven't shown up. Seriously. Cyclone Gaming have shown up. Cyclone Gaming have shown up. Once again, if you're just joining us, 1080 ePlay Gaming, 1080 Esports, bringing you this tournament in conjunction with Carbon. $30 on the line every Wednesday. Outlaws versus the Monarchs was supposed to be the first game. The Monarchs failed to show up and have been disqualified. Move on to the next one, which sees Cyclone Gaming face off against the Apocalypse. Yep, and I see both teams have started showing up. Both teams have started showing up. Both teams are getting to the lobby really quickly. Let me take you their sneak peek. Life, Calamity, Bailey's, and VDump showing up for Cyclone Gaming. Michael yet to join them. 5. I don't know if I say Haichi or Haiki. Coming in for the Apocalypse. Still waiting on their teammates. The mode to be played, Domination. The map, High Rise. We skipped Standoff because Standoff was the game. Standoff was supposed to be used for round 1 only. For round 2, the map of choice was High Rise. For round 3, the map of choice will be Meltdown. For round 4, we'll have a best of 3s. I'll tell you which then. But for round 2, the map of choice is High Rise. For round 3, in the semis, we'll have Meltdown as the choice of maps. So for the next few games, we'll see High Rise as the map of choice. Show on the road, people. Let's get this show on the road. Very eager myself to see a nuke somewhere. I hope we see a nuke. I'm looking forward to seeing one. I haven't seen one in a while. My appetite is up there. Guys, let's get this show on the road. When I look at the chat, I see Don Bashram and Kakabraza, the PUBG Lord. Welcome, Don. Clay OG Stoner, Edwin GG, another very, very toxic Ugandan sniper over there. Caught CC, welcome to the stream. Outcast, I'll be expecting to see you in the lobby at some point. Finally. Oh, Cyclone Gaming have filled up their roster and Michael is not on it. For this one we'll have I Choke going in first. And the rosters are full. Finally, Jesus God. Let's go to the lobby really quickly, wasting no time. Life, Calamity, Bailey's, VDump. Standing in for Cyclone Gaming. For the Apocalypse. I'm not sure if iChoke is supposed to be down there, is he? Then Haichi. Poseidon, Leakar, and Sensitive. The Apocalypse, lazy, sensitive layer car. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Tony comes in to fill the slot that was remaining, and we can get this show on the load. Finally, we can get this show on the road, man. Been waiting for a while. The name of the game is Call of Duty Mobile. $30 on the line tonight. Courtesy of 1080 Esports and Carbon. The mode is domination. We're going in for high rise. The winner of this match moves on to the semis. The loser goes home. Sadly, the group stages will not have any best of threes. We're going in directly. It's a one and done. Domination. Cyclone Gaming versus The Apocalypse. And we are off.
Enemy taking A.
We are off.
Enemy taking recapturing C.
A and B going the way of The Apocalypse. Really quickly, who
Lost the lead.
wise to the act of Cyclone Gaming and managed to cap 2 points. The basic rules of domination usually see it that the midpoint is the one that calls everything. The B point. And right now we're on V-Dum. Gets killed off. I choke. Where is he? Drops a trophy system. Gets killed off by Bailey's really quickly.
Lost the lead.
As Cyclone Gaming are struggling to cap off the remaining 2 points. They attempt to confuse the Apocalypse by taking A and B at the same time, and it works.
Charlie.
They take back the midpoint, but they risk losing C in the process. C half capped, but easily cleaned up. The score right now 14-20. Not a big margin there. Easily recoverable on the side of the Apocalypse. Poseidon, freshly respawned.
Taking the lead.
Sensitive, fresh off a kill on V-Dum, gets killed off by Tony instead. Tony goes in to protect B, the midpoint, sees Learcar, cleans house. Can he clean B? Nade tossed in there. He sees Hichi. It's Haichi. Calamity goes in, sees Learcar, cleans him out. But B has gone the way of the Apocalypse right now. Come on. I choke.
We lost the lead. Losing Bravo.
Flanked by Bailey's somehow.
We captured Bravo.
For Cyclone Gaming, who managed to take back B. It's a push and pull on this side, 39-38. The score is neck to neck.
Killer drone deployed. Friendly
We only just started this.
Hunter killer drone deployed. We lost the lead.
Taken out by Tony. That's Haichi.
Predator missile inbound.
Tony peeking up on that CBR4.
Friendly Predator missile inbound. Hurting. Keep running.
He goes in for the A point. Trying to do a triple cap of some sort. He takes down iChoke and Sensitive, getting 2 for the price of 1. He sees Learcar, sneaky. Takes him down. Cleans house. Takes 4 with him. Fresh off the respawn, it's Poseidon. Takes 5. It's a full squad wipe. He's on a streak. Tony wrecking the place. Shredding through the Apocalypse teammates. Tony still on that streak. A combo of 8 straight kills. And the Apocalypse just keep walking into it.
We captured A.
And he does enough to cap 2 points for the Cyclone Gaming side. And his streak just somehow ended. No. That was someone else. That was Vidam's cam. Tony still has his streak of 9. Meanwhile, Bailey's fresh off the kill by iChoke, who has taken the high ground right now.
Lost the lead.
As the Apocalypse is struggling to get back their lead. B half capped. But it's easily cleaned out by the Cyclone Gaming team. Vidam holding the high ground yet again to make sure nobody comes at the midpoint. Cleans house. Gets a fair shot on Sensitive. Freshly respawned. What's his game plan here? The Apocalypse could either fall apart or re-strategize properly right now.
Nice work. Get ready for the next round.
But it's too late. Round 1 is done. Done and dusted. We go in for round 2. The Apocalypse in yellow can come back. Cyclone Gaming in blue.
The objectives.
We start with life.
We're capturing A.
Go straight for A. Basic. But on the other side, Cyclone, the Apocalypse
Enemy taking Bravo.
haven't even gone for C.
Enemy has B.
They tried to rush at B, but got none. Wanted all, trying to have your cake and eat it too, but ending up with nothing, man. They took C a bit too late. They are currently on the back foot, 104 on 75. Remember, this is not a best of 3s for this round, and Tony gets 2 for the price of 1. Getting a combo of 4. He's already on his streak with that Predator missile to finish off Poseidon as he approached the B point. Vidam, cleaning house. Combo of 3 on his end. Impressive, takes 3. Can he take 3? He sees Learcar, but nothing. No dice, he hurts him. Learcar is hurt. Poseidon does the job to finish him off and send him away from the C point. But can they clean up B? No, they can't. It's currently being cleaned up by the Cyclone Gaming teammates, who currently have the lead, 128 on 80, and it's a significant lead at that. Tony carrying for Cyclone Gaming as he gets his combo of 6 right now. Tony threatening.
Friendly hunter-killer drone deployed.
Vidam with a whopping 21 kills. Tony here racking up kills, like making his kill count look like a bloody speedometer, man. On the other side,
Lost the lead.
the Apocalypse are struggling to catch up. 145 on 97. They seem to have completely fallen apart. No strategy in round 2 of this domination match, as 150 to the side
In the lead.
of Cyclone Gaming. Tony facing off against iChoke. Sneaky up there, and he wins that gunfight.
Hunter-killer
Retreat.
drone deployed.
Takes out Heichi from the back. A slap to the back of the head. Goes up. Sees Learcar. Learcar ends that streak rather easily on that CBR4, being the choice of weapon here.
Hostile hunter-killer drone.
As the Apocalypse still on the back foot, 166 on 107. Facing off against Cyclone Gaming. Heavy hitters with a heavy squad to their name. Some of Africa's finest. Tony with a kill streak of 29. Bailey's with 23 kills to his name. Bailey's taken out by Poseidon, who in turn got taken out by Tony. Who else?
Objective almost complete. Keep it up.
Life, fresh off the respawns. Taken out by Heichi.
Friendly airstrike incoming.
In a moment where I suspect he was lagging, fam.
Lost the lead.
Tony currently no streak for Tony right now. Whoever thought he was threatening for a nuke. Done and dusted, no streak. But they are in the lead, Cyclone Gaming. Currently in the lead, Cyclone Gaming, and that's V-Dum with a streak of 2. Takes out Hitchy and Learcar. Sprays, gets sensitive for 3. And it's game, set, and match. GG's as Cyclone Gaming move on to the next side. The next round, which is the semis as it stands. They move on to the semis as it stands. Convincingly. Round 1 of that domination match had the Apocalypse threatening, having a slight lead, then losing it, but they were still threatening. Round 2 saw them completely fall apart. Wrecked by Cyclone Gaming. Take a look at those stats right now. Those numbers do not lie. Tony was carrying with a whopping 30 kills to his name. Tony was carrying. Man, my phone wanted to fall. Those stats, shocking. Tony was carrying for that team, no lie. 30 kills to his name. The man, the myth, the legend. Calamity had 23 kills. V-Dum 29. Bailey's 23. Elite Gamers, another team. And Rage Esports. Teams considered to be tier 1 on the African esports team. On the African esports scene, rather. Elite Gamers and Rage Esports coming up next for you. Elite Gamers versus Rage Esports. Feel the rage. Rage usually have a very active community on the live streams, fam. Very, very active. Very, very active usually. Alright. Like I said, Elite Gamers versus Rage Esports. Feel the rage. Coming up next. Once again, the mode is domination. Let me get into that room really quickly. No more wasting time. We've waited long enough for the violence to begin. Hold on a second. Let me get myself into that room. This is a tantalizing one. Believe me when I tell you, this is a match you won't want to miss. This is one of those matches that feels personal, fam. I'm looking at that lineup and they're very recognizable. I've seen names I recognize all the way from West Africa. Names I recognize. This is going to be a match that feels personal. The teams have met before. The teams have met before. Elite Gamers versus Rage Esports. Coming up next. Place your bets. Taking a look at chat right now. Chat seems to be noisy during the game. I see most guys. Tony Montana says Beyond. Bet he'd like that. Tony won nuke. He was threatening a nuke at some point. Those streaks. Man was collecting streaks. Let the violence begin, says Clay OG Stoner. Let's go, says Lightblade. Saddam Hussein says he's here for the violence. With that name, I'm not surprised, fam. I'm not surprised you're here. What you were here for. I'm not surprised. Elite Gamers versus Rage Esports. Once again, this is the 1080 Esports Multiplayer Showdown every Wednesday. $30 on the line. Brought to you by 1080 Esports and Carbon. The name of the game is Call of Duty Mobile. I'll pay the bills for a slight second here. Tolerate this, the bills have to be paid. We'll be right back in just 1 second, good people. 1 second, 1 second.
The digital media consumption in Africa is growing at an unprecedented speed. And tapping into this, video game developers have now become a major competition for television and movies on the continent. And the increasing penetration of mobile applications have opened up the gaming market even further to a whole new range of new players that are providing local platforms for internationally produced games and creating games that resonate with the local fans.
Michael on a combo of 19. Michael on a combo of 19. Are you kidding me? Michael had a combo still. He's looking to get one. He's looking to get one. He's out of ammo. Oh my god, he's out of ammo. He just needs one. He just needs to steal off one kill and he gets the nuke. He gets the nuke. We're now in nuke territory, people. Oh my goodness, Michael gets the nuke on the last game of the last qualifier. We are on a nuke from Michael as expected. It is game, set and match. Complete kick in the nuts from K9 delivered to Dax via Michael in the form of a nuke.
And just like that, we're back. Let's get this show on the road. Next game coming up on the card. Elite Gamers versus Rage Esports. Like I said, this feels personal because these teams have met before. They're tier 1 teams on the African Call of Duty mobile scene. Seen them play. Make no mistake, I have seen these people play. We're in for a treat, people. Premium violence. We shall sit and witness and rest. Let me recap through the fixtures. Outlaws was supposed to face Monarchs in round 1. The Monarchs did not show up, automatically disqualified, sending Outlaws to the next round, that's round 2, to face off against the Unsullied Army. Now has not happened yet, it will happen later on. Cyclone Gaming kicked us off on the violence, facing off against the Apocalypse. The Apocalypse, GG's to them, lost that round, sent home, returned to sender, out of DMs. Cyclone Gaming took the win. We now move on to Elite Gamers versus Rage Esports. As you can see on the let me see. Wait, where is this? Is this thingy? This side. Here. That one there. Elite Gamers versus Rage Esports coming up next. Coming up next. To the lobby we go. E.G. Aegon, Rogue, and Vanda. The three gladiators for Elite Gamers who've just joined the lobby, been waiting for two of their teammates. On the other side of Rage Esports, in the Hize, Super Sniper, Nano, Tipsy, Saint, and Depressed. Gladiators for Rage Esports. Elite Gamers waiting for two of their teammates. Then we can kick this off. The mode is Domination, the map High Rise. Seeing a lot of Rage Esports fans. Apathy coming through for Nameless. Nameless coming in the next game, which will face off against Kenyan Empire. Nameless Esports will face up against Kenyan Empire at the next game. But for now, Elite Gamers versus Rage Esports. Edwin supporting Apathy for the win. He's supporting Apathies for the win. You mean you're predicting Nameless to win this whole tournament? Ballsy move. I mean, I have to let you see that one. You're predicting Nameless Esports to win this entire tournament. Ballsy move. To be fair, these two are supporting the Ugandan compatriot Outcast, who's on that team. Which, hey, I don't take it away from them. He's a decent player, and Nameless has a lot of players who carry. Ballsy move though. Pushing Nameless is the overall bet. When we have seen the kind of gameplay coming from these other guys, ballsy move. Taking you back to the lobby, man. Aegon, Rogue, Vanda. Woo! Is this Nero? His name is Nero. Coming in for Elite Gamers. On the other side, for Rage Esports, in the Hize, Nanu, Tipsy, Saint, and Depressed, the gladiators for Rage Esports. And Fury joins Elite Gamers as their final teammate. Then we can kick this off, man. We can finally kick this off. Shazli Mustafa says Cyclone for the win. Synchro says Puffy OP. Puffy says Synchro OP. Trading comments in the comment section. Friendly. In a community known to be completely toxic, it's nice to see some friendly comments coming through with two gamers giving each other compliments. Handshake in the comment section. Classy. This community is not exactly popular for handshakes or coalitions. We're popular for backstabbing, toxicity, snipes, nukes, roasting. That is the comment section. They're trolling. Only they can tell us if they're trolling each other. And we're finally up. Hold on a second. I see one team going with four members. Is this a mistake? One team is going with 4 members only. Elite Gamers going with only 4 teammates on this matchup. And suddenly Rage Esports cap A and B rather easily. Why would EG go with 4 guys? Was it that the fifth person who joined them was not supposed to be on that roster? Depressed. Cleans out Vanda. Talk of ballsy moves. Agreeing to move with 4 teammates. Basically fighting with 1 foot. Saints. Depressed holding from the high ground. Takes out Fury from a distance.
Losing Alpha.
Nanu moving around with a pistol. Takes out his kill 1-for-1. Sprays at Rogue. Misses, but Indahize as the backup cleans house. As they move into Cap A.
Losing B.
Somehow, EG did take back B. But it's taken from them rather swiftly. A and B back the way of Rage Esports. Last player not available, I guess. But they had 5 guys on the team. Or did I not see wrong? Someone left the room.
We lost the
To
lead.
Vander's cam, he's holding the CBR4. Sprays, but he gets hit. He retreats to heal up. Right now he sneezes. He's gone. Someone is in pursuit. Meets. No. That was a teammate. Nanu going in for B. Predator missile from Indahize gets him though. Aegon meets Nanu, who was facing the wrong side. Saint at B covers it well.
We've taken the lead.
This Saint moving up with that CBR4. Gladiator on the EG side, on the Rage Esports side rather. Sprays. Nanu gets the kill for that one, but he gets the assist. Rogue on this side sprays at whoever was holding B, which was Saint actually. The score right now is really uneven, and even as 63 on 30, a score of more than half, man. But what do you expect when you're playing with 1 man less? Elite gamers suffering the consequences as they get the raw end of the stick, fam. Depressed,
We've taken the lead.
proving he just isn't depressed,
Bring it up, squad.
as he's on a combo of 8 of his own. Saint on a combo of 3. Nanu on a combo of nothing. Indahize with 1 kill to his combo. Depressed's combo is ending. Has ended rather. I was expecting a nuke from, you know, that one less team situation.
We lost the lead.
But doesn't look like EG will go down quietly. 95 on 50. They are not going down quietly. Imagine what they would have done with with a full squad rather. But now they have to challenge with 1 leg, really.
We lost that round.
As they lose round 1, predictably 100 on 50. More than half.
Capture the objective.
We start off on Fury's camera. Rage Esports.
Enemy taking C.
Fury tosses a nade. Wow, EG did not even cap the point that was close to them. That was
We captured Bravo.
A.
We lost
Oh,
the
they went straight for B. Smart move. They sent full bodies to B rather, to cap the midpoint, which is about to be taken away from them as Fury caps the point at where they spawned at from. They're protecting B with everything they have right now, sending bodies fully to B. Rogue responsible for that advance. To prevent that advance from the Rage Esports side, who sent 3 men, and they clean that house as they take B easily. Smart move from the side of EG, but the numbers not on their side. You can clearly tell they are communicating to try and compensate for the lack of a full team. But it's just not working out, fam. 115 on 67 is the score. Fury sprays from the distance.
We've taken the lead.
Rage Esports covering the B point, a very vital point, very well. Depressed on the high ground. He's the Obi-Wan Kenobi. He has the high ground.
Missile inbound.
Predator missile to clean house. No movement on the B point. Vander trying to make a movement on the hill. Underground. Tipsy protecting the spawn point at C.
Enemy airstrike incoming.
EG completely being washed. Streak after streak. Indahize not relenting at all. 140 on 80. This is BDSM. Torture porn. Honestly. As Indahize sprays relentlessly, taking out Fury. As in, I have no words. This is completely underwhelming. Not what we expected to see from very notable names on the Call of Duty African esports scene. Elite gamers on the back foot, significantly so.
We've taken the lead.
Nano moving slowly, sneaky, protecting the B point. Vanda approaching from
We're losing this
from
fight.
where?
Lost the lead.
He's about to meet Saint. Meets Depressed instead. Depressed wins that gunfight.
We've taken the lead.
Aegon, Depressed wins that gunfight. Yet again, takes 2. He's on a combo of 6 right now.
Friendly airstrike incoming. B. Losing C.
As Rogue completely... Oh my goodness. One lacks words to even commentate on a match like this. Because you
Lost the lead.
fighting off a domination with one player less.
Enemy airstrike incoming. Be careful.
EG, elite gamers cannot go near the midpoint. They are heavily on the back foot. It's a miracle they have protected the spawn point, which is at A.
We've taken the
Nano
lead.
trying to make an advance of any kind, or rather protecting. On the end, Vanda protecting the point. Aegon has left the game. He has left the building as EG forfeit mid-game. It's GG's for them. They knew it was done and dusted as they leave. As they leave. Wow. That did not go according to plan at all for Elite Gaming. Their scores not even showing up because they left before the game was over. But Rage Esports automatically moving to the semi. Jeez. Oh, come. Wow. The man chose to go 4v5. They chose to go 4v5. And they suffered the consequences severely. That was painful. I will not lie, that was painful. That was painful on a commentary side, that was painful on a viewer's side. 2 tier 1 teams walked in, 1 walked out. Rage Esports take the win convincingly on that domination. Hold on a second, I'm trying to find out what the next matchup is. Confirming what the next matchup is. Will be Nameless Esports versus Kenyan Empire. Nameless Esports versus Kenyan Empire. That was Feel the Rage. Yes, Rage Esports felt the rage. Elite Gamers felt the pain. That hurt. That hurt. But up next. Alright, okay. So I'm being notified one game was played off stream. Nameless Esports versus Kenyan Empire was played off stream and Kenyan Empire lost that match. Kenyan Empire lost that match. Nameless Esports versus Kenyan Empire was played off stream and Kenyan Empire lost that match, which means Nameless Esports moved forward to the semis. The first match of the semis will see Outlaws face up against Cyclone Gaming. Outlaws face up against Cyclone Gaming. The Outlaws will face up against Cyclone Gaming. Outlaws face up against Cyclone Gaming right now. Let me just reduce this right now. So, Outlaws face up against Cyclone Gaming. I'm trying to wrap my head around the result of this evening. Let me get myself into that lobby very quickly. We did a lot of the time wasting when we were waiting for the first games to happen. Right now I want to move a bit fast. I have to read out what I'm reading. Otherwise, I'm not a silent reader. I can do things from my head. I read out what I'm seeing. Alright, on this matchup, take you to the lobby very fast. Up top, we have the Outlaws, represented by Nasty Snipes, Enzi, Da Vinci, Tosin, and X. On Cyclone Gaming's side, we have Life, V-Dump, Tony, Bailey's, and one teammate yet to join us. One teammate yet to join us. The map for the semis is Meltdown. Notified the reason that you can see Outlaws facing in the semis right now. The reason you see Outlaws in the semis is because this matchup of Outlaws versus the Unsullied Army that was supposed to happen was also played off stream and the Outlaws won. Let me just recap the events for you. The Outlaws faced up against the Monarchs, or rather they didn't, because the Monarchs failed to show up and were disqualified. Then the Outlaws were supposed to face up against the Unsullied Army, who they faced off stream and beat, thus sending them to the semis. The next game had the Cyclone Gaming face up against the Apocalypse. The Cyclone Gaming team won that. Elite Gamers faced up against Rage Esports, and with that painful 4v5, they lost. Rage Esports moved on to the semis. Nameless Esports faced up against Kenyan Empire off stream. Kenyan Empire lost, sending Nameless Esports to the semis. First matchup of the semis sees Outlaws face up against Cyclone Gaming. Back to the lobby. Cyclone Gaming up top, represented by Nasty Snipes, Enzi, Da Vinci, Tosin, and X. Life, V-Dum, Tony, Baileys, and Calamity, the gladiators for Cyclone Gaming. Outlaws up top, Cyclone Gaming down there. I believe you're all caught up. This is all brought to you by 1080 Esports and Carbon. $30 on the line tonight and every week on Wednesdays. Meltdown, the choice for this particular encounter between the Outlaws and Cyclone Gaming. Cyclone to win the tournament. Faraja, you guys like some risky predictions. You like those risky predictions. You like them risky predictions. Risky. You don't like the easy predictions. Alright, as we wait for this one, Meltdown is the choice of map. Remember, this is an all domination tournament. All domination. That is the choice, all domination. Bailey still hasn't downloaded Meltdown as the map.
It's that heat, boy.
Bailey's yet to download his Meltdown. He's the only one being waited for here. Then we can get this show on the road. He nags a lot. Clearly was not a fan of the last map. That was High Rise. Not a fan of that map. Called it rubbish in the comments. Hey, we all have that map. We all have that map that we're not a fan of. But for now, it's Outlaws versus Cyclone Gaming. For now, it's Outlaws versus Cyclone Gaming. Let's get this show on the road. We start off on V-Dum. They go for C. Each side has gone for their respective points at A and C. The Cyclone Gaming guys get C first, which means they get the first point early enough. Outlaws on the back foot by only 1 point. But as we all know, the B point is what matters. V-Dum wins that gunfight against Enzi. Nasty Snipes loses the gunfight to Life. Got killed off by Life X. Life on another streak takes out Da Vinci for 3. Meets up with Tosin, loses that gunfight, loses. Tony in return takes revenge, avenges his teammate there. As Cyclone Gaming took advantage and capped off the midpoint, taking a significant lead on the points, 14 on 10. Not recoverable, only if the Outlaws re-strategize heavily and cap B. Tosin leading that charge, takes out Bailey's, sneaky, trying to sneak his way into B, but somehow he's going to choose to flank instead, doesn't go for the B point instead. Da Vinci, going the long way, meets his end, courtesy of Bailey's and not the liquor. Bailey's playing drunken master over there against Enzi, wins the gunfight. Calamity, unleashing complete hell. He's about to meet X, who does not see him, suffers the consequence of that. He's covered that side. V-Dum meets a gunfight. Da Vinci meets his... Wait, what? He won the fight. He's hurt, but he won it. Meets up Tony. Tony cleans his clock.
We've taken the lead.
Where's X? Ho! Someone is sniping. It's Life on an SKS. A marksman rifle, and X returns the favor.
Lost the lead.
Da Vinci meets his end to V-Dum somewhere in the distance, and X could do nothing but observe. Tony, meanwhile, topside, gets his streak, hurts Enzi. Enzi retreats. Smart move. Nasty Snipes, where is he?
We lost the lead.
Moving through houses right now. Is about to misses
losing
V-Dum.
this fight.
Tony, meanwhile, is up top,
We've taken
protecting
the
the B point. As Nasty Snipes tries to advance somehow, and Tony stopped that advance swiftly.
lead. We've taken the lead.
Significant lead, 68 on 38. 68 on 38. Bailey
Hunter killer drone deployed.
on his own on this side,
Hunter killer
somehow
drone
covering
deployed.
the B
Bring it
point.
up,
But Da Vinci, sneaky, trying to go in and
The lead.
half sullies the midpoint, half taken. Up to Cyclone Gaming to go clean it out. He was trying to sneak his way into the point. And V-Dum gets completely cleaned out by Nasty Snipes, who also has a CBR4. V-Dum was using an SKS. Did not work out for him. Calamity. No fancy footwork here from him. He has the CBR4 also covering the
Hostile hunter killer
the
drone
high ground. But what is he covering? No, yeah, he's covering B. They currently are in the lead. Cyclone Gaming in yellow. Outlaws in blue. On the back foot. 92 on 59 rather. And they took back B. They took back B. Outlaws took back B, but it's a bit too late as 95. We're approaching the end of round 1. 95 with Cyclone Gaming significantly ahead of round 1. Outlaws can't take it back, fam. They can't take it back. They have a chance. They have a chance to pull it back in round 2 as we rotate.
We lost that round, but it's not over yet. Ready up.
We rotate sides right now. We rotate. Outlaws in blue. Cyclone Gaming in yellow. Round 2.
Objectives.
For a spot in the finals. It's all or nothing. First moves.
He has C.
C and A, respectively on each side.
Taken the lead. Captured A.
Suddenly on the back foot, Cyclone Gaming last to cap A. But Life makes sure they're in charge when it comes to the kill streaks. It's about to meet up with Da Vinci. Da Vinci also playing a bit of mind games here.
We lost the lead.
Lost those mind games to Life.
We've taken the lead. Taking
Life kills off. Nope. Nasty Snipes kills him off.
We lost the lead.
Life playing hardball, and Tony takes out Nasty Snipes instead. Where's Da Vinci? Hurt. He's at the B point. B point currently capped by nobody. 84 on 110. The B point, the midpoint is anyone's game. Currently half taken. Calamity responsible for that. Completely cleaning house. They have B. Cyclone Gaming have taken the midpoint. Double the points for them, maintaining their lead.
Hunter killer drone deployed. We lost the lead.
Outlaws will need a very aggressive move right now to take any advantage for a comeback.
Hostile hunter killer drone in.
120 on 90.
Advised. Hostile hunter
A comeback, not impossible, but it needs more aggressive communication. The SKS from X leading that charge, but the hunter killer drone from Life making that difficult and more frustrating. And he comes through, meets Life, who was not ready, but Calamity sprays him, waiting up there. Up top, and they can do nothing but wait to heal up because he was hurt, badly hurt. His HP was low. He could have sneezed and he was gone, man. Tries to meet that gunfight from Calamity. Wins it with a bit of help from Da Vinci, who's covering him. Takes out Life as well. As Enzi returns the favor, they send a trophy system to the midpoint. They have take it. Da Vinci, smart move, takes 2 for the price of 1. Tony, Calamity, the victims. Life
We've taken the lead.
facing an onslaught of his own. Tries to go to clean up the B point, but thinks otherwise of it. X was there with the SKS, did not see Life. Wise to his act, frags the man in window. Life. Spray and pray on that CBR4. Nasty snipes the victim of that one.
Lost the lead.
Enzi. Right now, the Outlaws can do nothing. Every advance they make on the midpoint, completely repelled by the Cyclone Gaming side. Vidam currently in charge of protecting the midpoint. Life. Vidam about to meet Enzi, who wins that gunfight. He turned his back to him and lost that gunfight predictably so. Enzi still making no advance for the B point. Instead, choosing to observe for anyone who comes through. Peculiar choice, as the Outlaws are no longer making advance for the B point. Their choice is baffling me completely, as they're sending no bodies into the mid-hill. Life up top frags the man from window there. Tosin cleans his clock as he jumped out.
We lost the lead.
Life tries to spray him from a distance, no dice. Gets him the second time around. Bailey's, not the liquor, meets up with Da Vinci. Bailey's, the drunken master, wins that gunfight. Tosin just left the game on the side
Lost the lead.
of Outlaws as they lose that gunfight. As they lose it completely. And it's GG's for the Outlaws as Cyclone Gaming take a convincing win and send themselves a step closer. They send themselves a step closer to their glory as they get their day in court in the finals. They have waltzed their way to the finals. That is Cyclone Gaming. Cyclone Gaming move a step closer to the finals. The stats are there. Vidam was carrying, but not heavily, as Life had 21 kills, Calamity 22, Vidam with his 24. Clearly everyone on the Cyclone side pulling their own weight, doing the job they came to do. GG's to Outlaws. Returns to sender out of DMs. Press F to pay respects. As we move on to the next match. Kizungu imenipiga changa. Sometimes the tongue slips, fam. Rio, thank you very much. Carnage, take a spin. What's that? Caris, so many ads. What ads are you talking about, Caris? Obito. Send the heart emoji there. Waiting for the next matchup. Meanwhile, let me just show you on the fixtures list. The fixtures list I have. Grab. Fixtures list I have should have Nameless Esports facing up against Rage Esports. The next fixture I have should have Rage Esports, who we've already seen destroy Elite Gamers. Oh, wow. Okay, some weird news. This tournament will show me things, man. Things I haven't seen. Okay, I'm seeing weird things I have not seen before. So remember, as you can see on that roster there, Elite Gamers were beaten by Rage Esports, and off stream Nameless Esports beat Kenyan Empire. Then suddenly the news I'm getting is Nameless Esports have forfeited their place to contest for the finals. Nameless have forfeited. Really? Why? For the love... Why would you do that? Nameless Esports, after beating Kenyan Empire off stream, forfeit their place to fight in the semis for the finals, which means Rage Esports automatically go to meet Cyclone Gaming in the finals. Nameless, again, have forfeited their place. Nameless Esports have forfeited their place in the semis, and instead, they were supposed to face up against Rage Esports, and they have forfeited their place in that match. And now we'll see the finals already. Wow, they just sped up the stream. The finals of Rage Esports and Cyclone Gaming. No, I chose not to put music because that news did not deserve music at all. That was like a what the heck moment. A what the heck moment. Kenyan Empire were beaten by Nameless. Kenyan Empire were beaten by Nameless, which is why it's a shocker for me. Nameless beat Kenyan Empire to get into the semi-finals, right? So Kenyan Empire were already eliminated. Nameless already had their spot. And Rage Esports were supposed to meet Nameless in the semis, which means them forfeiting means Elite Gamers move on to the finals. Not Elite, Rage Esports rather, move on to the finals. Rage Esports move on to the finals because they were supposed to face up against Nameless Esports. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous, honestly. Okay. As I wait for the lobby, I'm going to pay one of the bills for this stream. 1080 Esports brings you this violence every Wednesday, $30 on the line on the Multiplayer Showdown, courtesy of 1080 Esports, and Carbon. Let me pay a short bill. Short commercial break, my guys. Short commercial break. Told you it will be short. So, let's get this show on the road. Where were we? Right. Once again, for the finals, Cyclone Gaming versus Rage Esports. I'm about to get the lobby link for that one. But I'm going to recap everything that happened leading up to this point. I'm going to recap everything. We started off these games. With Outlaws, who were supposed to meet up with the Monarchs in round 1. The Monarchs did not show up, automatically disqualified. The Outlaws then proceeded to beat the Unsullied Army in round 2, off stream. Cyclone Gaming then faced up against the Apocalypse and won that fight, moving their place to the semis. Elite Gamers faced up against Rage Esports. The unfortunate thing that Elite Gamers had to go in 4 versus 5. They chose to go in 4 versus 5 and lost that gunfight to Rage Esports. Nameless Esports then off stream beat Kenyan Empire. That foresaw our semi-finals complete, with Outlaws facing up against Cyclone Gaming as the first matchup of the semi-finals, which just completed actually. Cyclone Gaming then completely washed the Outlaws team. The next matchup of the semi-finals was supposed to be Rage Esports versus Nameless Esports, who would beat Kenyan Empire. News just came in that Nameless Esports forfeited their place, thus automatically sending Rage Esports into the finals against the Cyclone Gaming team. Waiting for the room code, the room ID there. Cyclone Gaming versus Rage as the final matchup of this live stream, of this tournament as a whole. Cyclone Gaming versus Rage as the final matchup of this live stream. Sent to the lobby. Cyclone Gaming upstairs versus Rage Esports. Feel the rage. Two teams that some people had predicted will automatically move it to the finals. Oh, am I also streaming on Trovo? Not today. That's not the same league, Fox FI. Not the same league. This is exclusively on YouTube. Fear the rage. They feared the. You say Nameless Esports feared the rage. Wesley. This is the final game of the evening. The final game of the tournament sees Cyclone Gaming up top facing up against Rage Esports down below. The map of choice for this domination map is Shoot House. Tipsy, Indahizi, Depressed, and Nanu, the gladiators for Rage Esports. They're missing one teammate who will join them shortly. Meanwhile, up top, Cyclone Gaming, represented by Life, Tony, Bailey's, V-Dum, and Calamity, the gladiators, the mercenaries of choice for Cyclone Gaming. As we wrap this evening off, wrapping this evening up. We're wrapping this tournament up. The map of choice once again is Shoot House as we close this out. One more time.
DJ Bird, Exit made this.
Cyclone Gaming up top. Rage Esports at the bottom. Sim, this is not copyright music, fam. And we're off.
Capture enemy taking Alpha.
Both teams respectively start off predictably as taking the points that are closest to them at their spawn points.
Enemy has Alpha.
They take both their teams, their points, their hills rather, in record time. At the same time, actually, so the points are moving steadily. But who goes for the B points? It's Bailey's leading the charge for the side of Cyclone Gaming.
Losing B.
Suddenly, Rage Esports are on the back foot, but only by 1 point. They can contest. What's the plan? Depressed leads the charge, takes down Tony, loses a gunfight to V-Dum and Calamity, who were waiting in the wings. Waiting in the wings. Calamity.
We've taken the lead.
With that CBR4. Chooses to go the long way around and flank. It works as he takes
Hunter killer drone.
one person who was guarding the C point out. And suddenly they have a significant lead, 27-16. Not so big, recoverable
Losing Bravo.
by the side of Rage Esports, who are currently on the back foot with 20 points. Tony, fresh off another kill to Tipsy. Life. Fresh off the respawn, but protecting the Ape Hill. Takes out Nanu on a long distance frag. He tries to go for all three. Too ambitious. As the Rage Esports guys respawn at A and completely clean his clock. But still, BNC firmly in the hands of Cyclone Gaming, who are cleaning house. Life responsible for that right now. He's depressed, but Indahize does the job of cleaning him out. Tipsy and depressed, fresh off the respawns. Nanu leading the charge on that gunfight, loses it to VDum. Meets Tipsy, takes 3. Tipsy sends off a nade, sees Bailey's. Bailey's does the job of keeping him away from the C Hill. Bailey's versus Indahize. Who wins that gunfight? It's Bailey's. Sees Tipsy. Sneaky. Taking cover behind that wrecked car. Spray and pray. Takes out Tipsy. He had backup. VDum responsible for that. He's spraying as well. Takes his own. Nanu down. Tony on the other side, doing some damage of his own as 2 players coming through Tipsy, and he's down. Life came through as the backup and got revenge instead. Sees depressed, ensures he keeps that depression as he wipes him out. Indahize, where is he? Going to try in the midpoint, sees Tony, takes him down while he was not looking, takes 2, and that's Bailey's, the victim of that gunfight. He can do nothing but observe the B point, not making any risky moves, leaves depressed to do it, and Tony makes sure he lives to regret it. And he gets wiped, frag from the window.
We've taken the lead.
Frag from the window as Cyclone Gaming have a firm lead in round 1, taking the win 100 to 53, a lead of half.
The next round. Capture the objectives. Enemy taken. Capturing Alpha. We captured A.
We start on Bailey's camp.
We've taken the lead. Enemy has C.
Who's first blood here?
Lost the lead. Be advised. Hostile hunter-killer drone inbound.
Indahize tries to peek through and he goes out. Tipsy was first blood though, courtesy of Calamity.
Enemy taking. We've taken the hunter-killer drone deployed.
Cyclone Gaming currently only have A. The B point still empty, up for contention. Anyone's game. VDum sprays from a distance, gets his mark, takes the kill, unleashes the Predator missile, does the job on Tipsy, takes 2. Still on a combo of 5. 110 on 63. Somehow though, Rage Esports managed to get the B point. The rotations seem to be friendlier on them as they have re-strategized. A change in communication. Calamity spraying as he tries to challenge for the B point. Successfully goes in for the contest. No dice. Gets killed off. Indahize comes in for the backup. Tony's there waiting in the wings.
We've taken the lead.
Waiting for anyone to come through to clean out. Trying to take advantage and frustrate them from the respawns. Indahize comes through. Down. Depressed comes through. Cleans him out as he was trying to contest the B hill. Wait. Suddenly Rage are about to lose the C point. And it was, wow, quick action to protect it and clean it out.
Hostile hunter-killer drone.
They had it all and they were about to lose it all. They realized the real threat.
Losing B.
There's now the real threat of a triple cap from the side of Cyclone Gaming. Tony still cleaning house. VDum leading the charge. He unleashes a hunter-killer drone. Indahize goes in to clean out B, or rather recap B. It's about to meet up with Bailey's, and the Predator missile from Tony does the job of cleaning them out. B half taken, half capped by Rage Esports, who are now bearing the brunt of Cyclone Gaming's resurgence. They go back, recap B, successfully. They need to clean out C to completely gain the full points. But right now, to catch up, they might need to threaten a triple cap of their own. But no, instead, it was Bailey's coming through to spoil the party at B. They now have to clean it up. It seems Cyclone Gaming's strategy is to completely frustrate Rage Gaming by not letting them completely fully cap 2 points at all. They now threaten a full triple cap, A and B. B almost taken as Calamity is trying to peep a toe in there and gets cleaned out by Indahize, who was observing from a perched angle, and Depressed comes through to replace him on that angle. Tony comes through. They had already cleaned out B. Indahize comes through to take it back. No dice sent out by V-Dum, who's observing. Tries to go sneaky to the C hill. He's about to meet up with Saint. Saint down. He's cleaned out B. Indahize had no chance. Sees Depressed, perched up, peeking, takes 2. Depressed stops him. But Tony stops that advance as well from Depressed. He's watching, waiting. Tony, 32 kills to his name. Sees life. His teammate has backup right there.
Friendly hunter-killer drone deployed.
No nuke today, Carnage, as all combos keep getting nullified before they can move anywhere. Streamers curse, commentators curse. I put on the guy with the combo on the stream and he gets wiped. But right now, Cyclone Gaming firmly in the lead, approaching the 200 mark. As we get to the final GGs, it's about to be GGs right now. It's about to be GG's as we get to 190 on 145. Any chance of a comeback? The clock is also running down. 20 seconds. 20 seconds on the clock. As we go, it's about to be GG's as Cyclone Gaming completely go for the glory of this tournament and they win it all.
Exit made this.
Cyclone Gaming take the win, take the $30 and take the glory on tonight's tournament. GG's to Rage Esports. Hold on a second, wait a second, I forgot. The finals is a best of 3s. What am I saying? What's my hurry? The finals is a best of 3s. What's wrong with me? They just took one domination. What? I got used to all the matches in the group stages that I forgot the finals is the best of 3s, not just one off. This one is the best of 3s and had 3 maps, if I might remind myself. The 3 maps for the fourth final round was the shoot house was the first match we just seen, the first map rather. The second map will be Crossfire of this best of 3s. Second map is Crossfire. The second map of this best of 3s is Crossfire. Sorry guys, I prematurely called the win there. But anyway, Cyclone Gaming take the win of the first round of this best of 3s. Cyclone Gaming take the win on this first round of the best of 3s. We saw Shoot House as the first map. Crossfire second map. Raid will be the third. But Crossfire second map, we wait for them to start off. Rage Esports do have a chance to contest a win for tonight's tournament. Rage Esports still have a chance. My mic is on. Right, yeah. I see that. Once again, up top, Cyclone Gaming, Life, Tony, Bailey's, V-Dum and Calamity, the mercenaries for that team. Tipsy in the Hize depressed. Nanu and Saint walking the plank for Rage Esports.
In this video,
All right. We move on for another round 2 of this best of 3s. The mode Domination. The name of the game is Call of Duty Mobile. Cyclone Gaming in blue, Rage Esports in yellow. Round 1 on the Shoothouse map already went the way of Cyclone Gaming. Not too much of a contest on the side of Rage Esports. But can they change that up? Maybe Shoothouse was not the map for them. Will it be Crossfire that puts them back in the game, that makes them level things? Or will Cyclone Gaming prove their dominance and take it 2-0? As predicted, both teams cap their sides immediately. But Cyclone Gaming capped theirs a second earlier. The midpoint already threatened by the Cyclone Gaming guys, and Life leads that charge. Gets cleaned out rather quickly. Nanu is observing that and meets VDUM, loses that gunfight to VDUM. The B point still up for the contest, half taken by the Cyclone Gaming guys. On the other side, it's Saint who's protecting it from a full contest. And he goes in to clean it out. Saint on his own, no backup. He meets a 3v1 and Bailey's cleans him out. Life there's the backup. Sees in the Hize, he suffers the full might of a Predator missile. As B still completely cleaned out. Anyone's game depressed, makes sure he prevents any advance on that hill. Sees Calamity. Calamity hidden well behind the dumpster. Goes in for B. In the Hize comes through, cleaned out by Calamity. B almost fully taken. Lobs out a nade. In the Hize, far off from the B side. But goes through, tosses a nade there to prevent it from being taken any further. Goes in for the clean. Can he do so? And he completely cleans it out. It's level. Empty yet again. Sullies the B point but goes down with 2. Depressed was left on his own. Tipsy left to cover. Sees Life takes him down. The B hill proving to be a vital point on the side of Rage Esports, who need this to stay alive. They need to win this, and convincingly at that. And they finally take the midpoint. In convincing fashion, they take the midpoint.
Losing Bravo. We've taken the lead. Friendly hunter-killer drone deployed. Lost B.
But they just lost it yet again.
Lost the lead.
They just lost it as Cyclone Gaming come back, slap in the face for Rage Esports, who are now contesting. In the Hize leading that charge for the contest. He faces a 2-man onslaught. Tony goes in to completely clean out B, which was half taken, but he gets cleaned out himself by Depressed. Where's Depressed? Fresh off the respawn, he's with Nanu, who they successfully recap B, back to double the points for them. On the other side, it's Bailey's who's trying to completely flank, but no dice. He's trying to flank and go for the C hill. Depressed cleans him out from a distance. There was no harmony. VDUM goes in for C. Sneaky. Life as the backup, the support, trophy system down. They're facing an onslaught. Suddenly Rage Esports, they realized they completely got outflanked, outmaneuvered. Tipsy rotates back, but it's too late. C Hill has already gone the side of Cyclone Gaming. Life behind the wrecked car takes him out. Tony comes back as the backup, and C firmly defended to recap the points. Rage only have the midpoint. They now need a very heavily offensive maneuver to cap a second hill. Respawn's not on their side as A, firmly defended by Calamity and Baileys. C, firmly defended by Life. Tipsy tries to make an advance. He's hurt. He has to retreat to heal up. Saint tries to go for C. No dice. Also hurt. About to meet Calamity in the corner. Tony faces him instead. Tipsy goes in for the fight to go and catch C. No dice. Indahize down. Victim of Tony's CBR4. But Saint finally gets to him from a distance. But gets killed off in the end. They try to go for A. No dice. How is it that Cyclone Gaming have managed to protect the furthest of hills? A and C. Baileys and Life firmly protecting A. Tony. They were protecting C and they just lost C, but it was enough for Cyclone Gaming to take the win strategically on this round 1. Wow. They were facing a back foot and they went for something completely radical, taking the furthest of hills and leaving 2 men to defend each and 1 man on the field to frustrate the side of Rage Esports. And it worked. The B point. Rage Esports have already put a toe in it. Calamity. Where is he? He's the man in the middle. Pulling off the frustrations. He sees Indahize, misses the shot. He misses that shot. Tags depressed. He tags depressed, but no dice.
Losing Bravo. We lost the lead.
He's moving. Tipsy's moving a bit slowly. Calamity's waiting in the corner for him, and he wins that gunfight predictively. So Tipsy, like he knew, like clockwork, he knew somebody was waiting there. Life on the other side facing a gunfight against Baileys, which he loses from a proper drop shot brought on by Baileys. B taken back by the Cyclone Gaming side, and they now have a firm grasp of the lead. 120-96. Indahize depressed, defending heavily, and that Predator missile from Baileys hit nobody, but it did proper work in defending their lead and any advance on B. But now Indahize coming through, threatening and contest, and takes 2 with him. Calamity coming through for the defense, sprays, forcing Indahize to retreat. Tony and Calamity move in for the cleanup. And it's back on the side of Cyclone Gaming, the midpoint. Baileys takes out Indahize, but in turn, got taken out by Tipsy. Going in for the contest of B, Tipsy. Threatening, but meets up a gunfight and Life wins that fight. Indahize and Saint trying to make any advance in there. Saint bore the brunt. Depressed leads that charge. Risky charge. Tries to deflect a nade. That was a smoke nade. And Tony stops that advance. Baileys. Leads the defense of C. He's about to meet Nanu over there, who slides off but loses that gunfight. Too late for him. Saw him a bit too late. Right now, Cyclone Gaming almost at the 200 mark for finally, where I'd finally get to call the win, and Baileys gets 2 for the price of 1 from a distance. Strong kills from Baileys, who fragged those guys from behind that desk. Depressed tries to lead a significant charge at B, but the streak's doing the most on Tony's side. He's unleashing everything, making sure that Rage Esports suffer at the end. Their end is going to be painful. Proudly sponsored by Tony, who's completely frustrating them on those score streaks. Depressed tries to go for C. A radical move on his end, and Tipsy comes through as the backup. They try to rotate and take C, and they do so. The same move, but just Not enough time for such a move. They will need a triple cap for the last 10 seconds, but no dice as Bailey's goes in for A. And they've cleaned up A to take back A and B. There will be no reverse sweep today as a convincing win taken, and it's GG's as Cyclone Gaming take the win 2-0 on this best of 3. They won Shoothouse and they take Crossfire.
So special.
It's GG's as now I can safely say they take the tournament. They take the tournament. F to pay respects to Rage Esports, who try as they might, just could not pull it off tonight. We stood at the altar of violence for the past 2 hours. And Cyclone Gaming made sure the sermon was worth it as they took the tournament tonight. GG's to Cyclone Gaming. F to pay respects to Rage Esports.
So special.
F to pay respects to Rage Esports. GG's to Cyclone Gaming, who took a convincing win tonight. We saw it all. Proper strategy. Gladiators tonight for the past 2 hours,
So special.
who wrecked each other for our entertainment. The Multiplayer Showdown brought to you by 1080 Esports and Carbon. We do this every week, every Wednesday. So best believe next Wednesday you're going to see it all
So
yet
special.
again. All afresh. New players, new teams, some of the old teams. But we will see violence again. We shall sit and witness unrest. I have been your host, your maestro of mayhem, your minister of violence across this journey for the past 2 hours, Eugene Abu Dhabi. I'll catch you on the flip side, good people. Thank you for everything. Congratulations to Cyclone Gaming as they win tonight's tournament. Catch you on the flip side, guys. See you on the next one.
So special.
Digital media consumption in Africa is growing at an unprecedented speed. And tapping into this, video game developers have now become a major competition for television and movies on the continent. And the increasing penetration of mobile applications have opened up the gaming market even further to a whole new range of new players that are providing local platforms for internationally produced games and creating games that resonate with the local fans.
Michael on a combo of 19. Michael on a combo of 19. Are you kidding me? Michael had a combo still. He's looking to get one. He's looking to get one. He's out of ammo. Oh my God, he's out of ammo. He just needs one. He just needs to steal off one kill and he gets the nuke. He gets the nuke. We're now in nuke territory, people. Oh my goodness, Michael gets the nuke on the last game of the last qualifier. We are on a nuke from Michael as expected. It is game, set and match. Complete kick in the nuts for K9 from K9 delivered to Dax via Michael in the form of a nuke.